We're here, and we're back with grand finals. Caesar's Cat versus Trogville. Trogville taking out Crimson Gaming, the University of Utah's home team.
I know, a little insane there. Definitely, I mean, all the players on Trogville, or most of them, they are a pretty young team, so I'm pretty impressed with them. A lot more age and experience coming out on the Caesar's Cat side, so we will get to answer the age-old question, what comes first, right? Age and experience or youth and beauty, or however it goes.
Whatever that expression might be, it's going to be Caesar's Cat getting the bomb down on the B bomb site. The B rush, the classic, coming out from them. 2 CTs remain, both of them trying to retake from Graffiti. It's going to be Vargas to open it up, but he's caught off guard by BGZ. Now they only have to play time. A phenomenal job from him. Peeks out and finds the quick head.
BGZ and Burke Macklin in a crossfire. Name a more iconic duo. I dare ya, you can't. Bungie swinging around, gets taken down by the latter of the duo. FBI agent himself, Burt.
And you know they know how to use a pistol. It's the only training they get there at the FBI. They really don't know how to do anything else other than shoot heads.
Jeez.
I don't know.
Well,
AK-47 coming out for one of the T-side players.
I want to make some really contemporary jokes about like the investigation that happened with the Anyway, excuse me. We don't need to get into politics. This is a happy place. This is a happy stream.
Right now, it's not going to be too happy for the CT side, though, as the Ts have made their way all the way up long, meeting nobody in their wake.
Yeah, I love the call to run long on this round. I think it's the last thing that many CT teams expect. And they are going to be scrambling for position here. Smokes are already dropping on the A bomb site. So much is already smoked off that Molotov is going to block off even more control. Bomb going down securely. Vargas on the flank has found one. Can't kill the bomb planter, though. So, man, advantage just barely lost as Vargas goes down. The flank lost as well. This is going to be much harder to funnel up out of these choke points.
Saber on the Mac 10. Making it look easy and clean. 7 HP and 36 remaining for the CTs. This is going to be extremely difficult, especially with low to no armor. Lots of money cashing in here for Saber. He'll be able to drop over an op to his teammate if he wants to. It's probably what I would do in this scenario. You know these buys are coming in for the CTs. Actually, they opt not to buy on this round. Very interesting play. They did buy pistols in the last one. Somehow that escaped me when I was talking about the economy. However, that means that they have to save one more, making this look back to classic Counter-Strike Global Offensive, where this counter-terrorist buy on the third round, or excuse me, the fourth round instead of the third.
And this A presence from Caesar's Cat is going to be rewarded again, as they are going to have all this map control with little to no opposition from Trogville. Of course, the name of the counter-terrorist team here. Wish they had the Steam group so you could see it as well. It's Glorious, spelled out in big blue block letters at the top of the screen. Steph, nice pick towards Truck on Moose. And that's most of the defense here at the A side. The CTs are scrambling to rotate. They're not going to be able to do much without any armor and not much firepower.
Not much at all. A Deagle is all they really have to work with. Everybody else, USPs. B250 not going to be able to chime in either. Looks like 5 players are going to be surviving for the T side. Making bank in bank. That's going to be Steph. Nice headshot from him. Toast now trying to find an exit frag. Trying to pick up an AK-47 for his own, but it's going to be a Mac 10 that mows him down like a lawnmower cutting grass.
I need to cut my grass. You just reminded me. Instead of cutting my grass like a responsible adult, I came here to cast Counter-Strike Global Offensive on a Saturday. Woke up bright and early, made some coffee, packed up my gear, and made it to the LAN Center, boys. That is the dream. My lawn can wait.
Everything can wait when it comes to Counter-Strike. At least that's my motto. Really big aggression here from Moosin all the way up long. This is going to net them so much information, but it might be all for naught. Ts are making their way into the B bomb site, flashing over the top. There's going to be picks abroad. 2 counter-terrorists finding 3 terrorists in the face. Burt Macklin, FBI, finds a face of his own, but he's tagged down to 7 HP. This is going to be extremely difficult, especially if that Molotov spreads. What a manly move to plant that down, and Moosin has found one in the back. He knows where both of these players are now. Bungie just needs to spam him through this box. Perhaps, there it goes, finally finds the shoulder, makes it nice and easy.
I think right now, I mean, the bomb plant was probably shouldn't have happened. That Molotov, I can't believe where it landed, and it didn't really seem to spread towards him at all.
It's almost like it was like
HP.
under the
I know.
under the platform there.
It was really weird. It landed like right at the base of the pillar. Strange spot. So yeah, I mean, if that bomb plant didn't go down, definitely hurts the economy in the long run. 800 less per player. Instead, they will have that extra money going through into these subsequent rounds. CTs have quite a bit of utility. Bungie losing the opening pick, though. This is one of the most common peaks we see coming out from Oppers is this fountain battle, and this time the T's win it.
Fortunately, the long push won't net any information so far from Moosin because he doesn't know that these players have made their way past him. Finally, he finds a kill in the back line. BGZ won't let him take more, though.
And this is danger for Trogville. I mean, if BGZ is on this game, I think they're going to have a very hard time. He's on the T side now, I think, once he gets warmed up. CT Oppers on Train. Name a more iconic duo, other than BGZ and Burt Macklin.
You can only use that once,
also, no, they're alive again. I can use it. Please.
Please
let me get away with it.
2 versus 2 scenario nets the favor to the terrorist side. They don't know where anybody is, though. Look at this flank coming in from Toast. He opts to back off of it just a little bit, almost suspectant that they're watching in this direction. But indeed, they are not. Would have been able to catch 2 players completely off guard, but instead he's moving back toward the B bomb site. This could be a huge misread. Yeah. They're able to capitalize here.
His read's definitely that they went down short. Very smart from the T's. They don't use any utility walking up. They realize the CTs are playing passive. So they take all that free ground. BGZ's finally whiffs a shot, but that was a very important one. Varkas can just sit back and wait for reinforcements to come in. They know where the bomb is. Burt Macklin's going to get 2 1v1s here, though, because he's looking at the flank first.
Walking into the 1 versus 1 is not the way that you win this round as a CT. He now knows that he's going to get peeked. Varkas, goodbye.
Burt. Not the man we expect to see winning crazy clutches, but hey, he's 5-2 to start this game, and his team's up 4-1. That's a great way to start it off.
Yeah, now you're forced to counter-terrorist back onto pistols. Won't be able to buy much in this round, not much at all. A kit is netted, though. 5-7 and a flashbang. I thought that was for sure going to go over the fountain here. Instead, it's just going to be HE grenades meeting Augie's face.
And Caesars again running up long. That Haxon pick is going to keep them guessing. And they do have 1 player on A, but it looks like even he is starting to rotate down through bank. These grenades coming in are finally going to give him pause. He's already low HP and has a USP, so what exactly can Augie do behind that truck?
Hax just making light of the situation. Finds himself a kill on the other side of the map. Now it's just a USP moving up long. Not sure exactly what they can do here to stop the storm that is Caesar's Cat. They're going to move on to 5 rounds, certainly here. And it is a CT-sided map. They need to be able to find these opening kills. The opening kills have almost exclusively belonged to Caesar's Cat for the past 5 rounds.
Now that op duel that was lost by Bungie on the gun round, they actually won that round in the long run, but they haven't been able to find very much since then. Toast is 98 ADR somehow, but it's just not converting into too much.
Hax looks as though he's going to go fast over the top, but he second guesses it as the smoke comes in. Blocking off Monster Tunnel, blocking off trades. That's an intelligent play from him, not wanting to get too aggressive. Varkas can't find anything through smoke. They know that these players are coming up short. The headshot comes in, but it's not a kill. CT is going to be going down. Steph, bit of a whiff on the spray there, but eventually his teammates help him out. these CTs aren't careful, Caesar's just going to run away with this game completely. This next gun round is one of their biggest opportunities to stop this from happening. Toast trying to make it just on his own, actually. Doesn't want to mess around, tries to go for the defuse, running because he knows he has no kit to work with. It's a nice Molotov to block off short, and he finds the kill. Headshot on to Burt. Now he's out of time. He's out of time now. Steph finds the kill in the end anyway. 5 HP remaining. He needs to get out of here before this bomb explodes if he wants to save that AK. But without a kit, there was no hope left in the round, even if he didn't find that kill.
Toast actually made it super expensive for them there, and they are going into a full buy, so they're in a pretty good position here. Although Steph still has a ton of money after buying into this round. I actually don't think his money changed when he bought. I don't know if that's updated. Either way, 6-1 start, powerful from the T side here on Overpass. Augie has people on both sides, can't reset himself before Saber peaks. And this is just a masterclass of give and take here from Caesars. They have so much pressure. Although, Vargas and Connector, once again, he's going to be shot from an angle he isn't expecting. He actually gets a second kill, surprisingly. Steph, turns out, has no HP either. So, that's something for the CTs. And they are rotating down to meet the Ts on the B bomb site, but this is still looking grim.
A peek out, a swing out from Bungie is going to make little work, but it will only be a little. 2 players now to find for Toast. Extremely difficult situation to retake this B bomb site all by yourself. He is smoked off on lane as well. It's a very risky play, but needs to make this happen. He finds one head. He now knows almost certainly where the second player is, as he didn't get peeked. You see that he's going for it. Damage done. Saw that player for sure, and he finds the kill. Nice 1 versus 2 from him, and he has the kit. So even after this Molotov is extinguished, he'll have plenty of time. Even if he didn't have the kit, actually, he retook it fast enough in order to make the play. Phenomenal job from him, and he picks up the AWP.
Well, he was just finishing his undone work from the last round there. That 1v2, the only 2 kills he did get in that round, but, I mean, that's basically what he needed to do last time. This time he has the kit, and he has a little more HP, I believe. So he is able to make that happen. Great job from him. Now his team needs to convert and avoid that disastrous reset.
They don't really have the money to avoid it that well. FAMAS and a UMP is what they have to work with. The name of the game is playing together and making these trades. Nice damage so far. Bungie finds Saber. Steph finds Vargas. Now, back and forth. Bungie yet again, and that's a beautiful headshot from Burt coming in, barreling into the site. Only 2 CTs remain, and they are in Africa.
Yeah, Burt's my MVP so far on T side this time. He has just been super solid at doing the work that needs to be done. That
nice.
Molotov is actually going to be pretty savage to cut off some of these players, but Musin is only able to get 1 on the ump. Of course, Augie's low HP isn't that big of a deal. He does have the op. He needs to get 1v1s, and that's a crossfire that he cannot handle. Swapping to the USP to try to do so. Burt Macklin, again, these very important clutch kills from his team. He's on 9.
Now, money's huge for the terrorists now. If the CTs were able to convert that round, it would have been onto pistols. Now, they're able to rebuy all of the AKs, able to find the utility that they need. They're looking good to close this one out as well. No armor for any of the CT players. I've noticed one of the things that has strangely changed about the way that the first of the round economy works, like the first round economy, is that it makes the economy fluctuate in such a way to where you're almost never armor pistoling if you're on the CT side. It's always almost naked pistol or a buy.
Yeah, especially if you start to lose a lot of these rounds in a row and need to full save and then buy and full save buy. So yeah, on these USPs, the Deagle needs to do the heavy lifting here, maybe take away a gun or 2 from Caesars, who, I mean, still don't have a ton of money, if we're being honest.
No, I mean, that's kind of the beautiful thing about the way that the CT economy is fluctuating for them right now, is that they're running into basically all USPs. And that means that they aren't in danger of losing all of their money on these very...
Is this going to be a ninja?
Wait a minute.
There's no way.
No, he doesn't have the time. Unfortunately, he was looking for exit frags. If he had a kit, he surely could have done it there. Nobody looking in his direction. Steph might not have even heard him get on the bomb at that range. Would have been extremely close. He was just at the edge of where you can hear somebody getting on that bomb from. If the LAN center was a little bit too loud, somebody was calling something out, perhaps he wouldn't have heard. But it isn't to be. Armor pistol now for the CT side. About half of them opting to buy armor now. Almost gets the fast headshot down connector. Bungie not able to convert now. Two terrorists trying to trade out the situation. They're taking short as well. This is a beautiful pinch from them. Shutting down this eco buy. Their anti-ecos working out. Augie spots the shoulder, finds one through the smoke, and Vargas is fast on the flank, but he can't make it work. He almost gets sprayed down, almost loses his life, but he's able to find one eventually. My God, he was so close to death.
He's out of ammo. He's out of ammo. He has nowhere to go. The bomb's down, and we're in a 2v5 here somehow. So it doesn't even matter that Vargas doesn't have a gun to use. So I just don't know how Caesars is going to work through this tide of bodies. Steph's found one. We need 4 more. This is anything but safe, especially with whiffs like that on the op. And somehow Steph can't get it through the door, so Toast finds a kill. The round that should never have been won. This might be a free one here for Trogville.
This is a nice boost through the under position, and that does so much damage. Takes out Toast, but he can't do anything on the AWP. He's getting pinched from too many angles. Moosin, a beautiful headshot to close out the round, means that the CTs swing back.
Unreal. Coming out from Trogville there to win a round in that fashion. Caesars just got absolutely stuck in connector. Mobbed. The quick flank by Vargas. So distracting as they were trying to get out of that door towards short. And then the bomb eventually dropped in view of the door. Just anyone's a nightmare, really.
So many areas of the map being contested at once. It's hard to keep up. Nice flashbang. Blind player. Augie. Headshot. Gorgeous. Now the rotations can come in. Toast has found the player outside of Monster. They can be so aggressive here on the CT side if they choose to be. They have the manpower, but instead it's only Vargas making the aggressive play. He's walking through connector. They're not expecting this. They know that a player died in there, but they aren't expecting him to walk through on the flank. If he gets the timing here, he's going to find a low health Hax and perhaps a BGZ up at party. He does indeed convert the kill. No miss spray on him this time.
Yeah, but the reaction is perfect from Caesars. They find the space in the map and start running towards B. This is the least defended area on the map. A couple CTs rotating down from below, and now it's going to be very hard for the terrorists to cross to the bomb site, and Toast peeks at the perfect moment to catch Steph unawares. That's a clean round, all 5 surviving for Trogville. As they get their 4th, they're looking much, much better. Closing this out 7-8.
And this is going to force Caesars onto the eco as well. They've played the economy game. They've saved at the right times. They've taken their opportunity now as it presented itself. Bungie fast again into connector. He was rewarded last time. Now he can just walk all the way through on the flank. He hears these players coming through. He hears them above connector. If he opts to, he can be the one that takes the fast push behind in order to contest these T players.
What in the world is going on? Actually, this is an open plant. You can literally go anywhere on this post plant and be successful, other than like long. So this is a great job from Caesars. This is going to be a little bit dirty for Trogville having to push in. The Deagle's almost getting enough. It's just a Glock now, and that's all she wrote. So looked a little bit dangerous. That bomb plant is going to go a long way towards healing the broken terrorist economy here, but not quite enough. That could have been way more dangerous.
Definitely, but money is looking good here over on the CT side. Caesars will be able to mount a buy into this one because of that plant. Beautiful job from them. No AWP coming out means that perhaps they'll be rewarded with their standard default play here. They've been moving very quickly in these past few rounds. I really hope they don't make that mistake in this one. If they do, they're going to meet too many M4s. They're going to meet too much contest. Saber finds one, though, all the way up toward the A site they go. Only one CT remains at long, but they haven't spotted him out yet. They don't know that he's there. They're going to swing all the way out, and that is a quick Sonic speed headshot from BGZ.
I just, you know, when the swing comes in and the headshot is perfect, there are not very many feelings in the world better than that. Counter-Strike, it's one hell of a drug. And these CTs somehow look like they're going for it. This is very curious for them. They're making a lot of noise rampaging up through here. So the T's know where they're coming from. Yeah, just say it, boys. Like, what are you going to do?
I mean, the money is good. I understand that if they were able to get a pick or two, they might go really aggressive and try to take this one. Actually, the headshot almost coming in there for Vargas on the second player as well. If he was able to find that, there might have been something that they could have done, but it's too little too late. Toast might lose his life here, just standing behind the site with 100 HP. Only loses half of it, moves into the right position. Good for him, knows exactly where he needs to stand.
So Toast on 15 and 10. The rest of the team somewhat lacking. We need to see more out of Bungie and Moose, Augie. I mean, all of these players, I know, they're all definitely capable of aiming at a very high level. Played against them in quite a few servers before. There you go. This is what you've needed. Augie finally gets the fountain pick with the AWP.
That's a beautiful job from him. He's so quick on those flicks, able to pick off players left and right. We saw it last game. Now we're seeing it. Well, the last game we saw from them anyway. Now we're seeing it yet again. It's a nice pickup in the last round of this half, and they're going to need it. Double op setup means that retaking is extremely difficult. They're going to have to get these players before they move on to site. Augie barely missing the timing there. He would have found a 1v1 with the AWP and had plenty of time to escape because of the positioning there. Very nice pickup. Doesn't get traded out by the player that's in bathrooms either. That's Hacks, but he's creeping just ever so slowly. Toast!
Man's hot. He cannot miss. And when Augie already opened up 2 picks for you on the round, Toast getting some more is a great way to go. Trogville surely get a 6th here. BGZ also creeping up, and Toast deletes him as well. He's insane.
He's crazy. He's out on the site doing all the work. Only 12 HP.
Toast and Augie with the, I mean, the, what is it, the full house there. 3 and 2. A site defense strong.
Now moving into the second half, we're looking for a strong T side here from Trogville in order to close out the game. CT side obviously favored here on overpass, but only slightly. Gonna reconnect to the game here because we have that glitch on this private server for some reason that our scoreboard won't go away at the half. We'll jump right back in, nice and quick.
Definitely a little on the annoying side. I mean, Trogville obviously looking much better, getting those 4 rounds towards the end of the half. Down, when they were down 2-7, 2-8, it was looking a little scary. So glad they picked up a couple, making this competitive here. Toast, an absolute monster on CT. Can he keep that momentum going? If this man drops another 15 kills on the T side, I think they'll close it out.
I definitely think so. And we've seen the T side so strong from both of these teams. Both teams have lost almost every single one of their CT sides. Been able to bring it back on the T side. So now it's up to the pistol. See what the strategy is here from the terrorists. Only, actually 3 people on utility. I was going to say only 2 people with armor, but 3 smokes means that a full execute is imminent. 2 kits on the CT side. We've seen this from them multiple times now. Not sure how much I like it. Wish that one of them would pick up perhaps a little bit more utility. Only 1 flash, 1 smoke. or one frag, rather. Not even a smoke to be found.
Yeah, and Steph's already removed the top fragger from Trogville. They do have all their utility left, though. So we should be seeing smokes come over. But hold on, Saber pushing out of the connector door has killed 2, dropped the bomb, and a bunch of the utility that was remaining. He's done so much work. He gets deleted, but I think he might have done enough. Bungie running out of Monster. Now has to contend with Pillar as his teammate grabs the bomb and retrieves it from short. He needs to escape from short and make the cross to the site.
Now timing is everything. They have to pinch this together. Marcus and Bungie playing against Burt and Hax. Now in the 1 versus 2. So strong on these USP 1 taps. He finds 1. Now in the 1 versus 1. And he's aiming for just the head, but he can't find it. 1 HP remains, and it's going to have to be a wide swing. But Hax finds the head either way.
Bungie cannot deliver the final blow. So his team falls in the pistol. I believe they've lost both pistols in the game now, which is always fairly devastating. So much more difficult when you aren't getting these bonus rounds here. And this is going to be a bonus round for the Cats.
Now, because they saved these 2 rounds all the way over in the very beginning of the game, they saved 2 initial rounds after losing the pistol. They find themselves many rounds behind. Glocks only means that they will find themselves a bye in the next one. Nobody able to afford an AWP, though, in the current money setup that they have, at least not with full head armor.
Glocks are cute, man. 36 damage headshot. Oh, boy.
If only that were how it was in real life. If only. Unfortunately, this game,
well,
not with realistic damage amounts.
Yeah, I mean, and the dynamic here is going to be strange because, I mean, nobody on Caesars is going to rebuy if they win this round, right? So now you have not a single M4, and you're going to go into a round against 4 AKs. 5 AKs, I mean, why did I say 4? I have no idea. And plenty of utility to boot, right? So, I mean, this is kind of savage because, yeah, I mean, Caesars can buy in the next round and actually buy the M4s, but in this round, they have quite inferior firepower.
Now, again, if you were to look at the round score lines, you would think that this game was much closer than it is. The kills have been going back and forth, back and forth. Look at the information play from Saber, though.
Burt. Holy hell, the short push is huge. He needs to be traded, but of course it's Toast. Who else? And Augie to pick up 1 as well. Steph has now pushed in the back lines, and the Teaser scrambling to run away from Steph, the last player alive. Steph swaps up to the better gun, the AK. But he's going to have to go basically immediately into retaking 1v2 on A.
See if he opts to go through the flank or up through the CT tunnels. Now, if they make the right bomb plant move, it's planted for bank. But that is the direction that Steph is rotating up. He will be able to isolate 2 1 versus 1s, but behind the garbage can catches him off guard. Nice off angle from Moosin, sitting in the stink.
So we do have about a 40-second stream delay, so when you bet it all on Caesars, you probably didn't know they were going to lose that round, but they did, so as it turns out. Yeah, so we do have an AWP and an AUG. Almost no utility, though, for the Cats, and no kits as well. That's going to be brutal if Trogville managed to get a bomb down.
Now Bungie tagged extremely low, trying to make his way up into the short position. He's watching this boost. He's watching anything cheeky. Full buy here from the CT side, but it's so light on utility, and this is exactly why that means something. Toast is able to just walk out Monster Tunnel, not meeting any utility, but it does meet the crossfire. Saber now peeks out and finds a double. 2 versus 2 scenario. Saber has brought his team back into this one. It looked like an impossible scenario. Now the rotation can come in, though. CTs will have to play this 1 on each site.
Saber spotting out the players on B. will not be able to give the intel that the bomb is coming into A. And BGZ, I mean, Augie is going to be out of bathrooms by the time he gets to an angle. This could be so difficult and dangerous if he peeks the angle. Oh my. How narrow a margin is this? Sees the player long. Has to contend with him now. Can't let go of his gun. The flash, the full blind comes in, but there's no peek to follow it up. They finally peek around the site, bait out the shot, and Augie's able to get it. Saber swinging wide, again defeated by Augie.
Beautiful aim comes through. 13 and 13 on the game. Toast leading the charge on the T side. They're clawing their way back into this one. 8 rounds. Only 3 more to tie this one up, and they've taken the 2 gun rounds.
This is why you would never write off a team like Trogville. These guys are talented. They find the frags. It can get really dangerous for you. Like the swap to the Glock there as Augie backs away. And Molotov-ing off his retreat as well. But that's a lot of map control that's given to the CTs very early in the round.
Now a dangerous scenario. The T's are being pinched from all angles. Bomb does go down, but there's only 2 of them on the site. The others are stuck in connector. That's a kill for Saber, and Moosin is expecting the flank as well. Nice presence of mind from him to get 3K on the round. Triple looking to convert to a quad, but it's going to be toast. Of course it is. 22 kills in the game.
Somebody call 911. This game's fire burning on Overpass. It's been a while since I've heard that song.
Yeah.
Who's that by?
I don't know.
That's not Akon, is it?
I could ask my dad.
It's hip-hop. Your dad doesn't know hip-hop.
It's true.
Nobody there, Augie. Nobody there, but he doesn't know that because he's full blind. Look at this massive short control. The smoked-off connector position allows Steph to reinforce from connector. Trogville just have to desperately spray through the smoke, hoping to connect shots because they're already man down barely 30 seconds into the round.
Advantageous position. Vantage state for these CTs. There's 2 players on each side of the wall from one another. They have no idea. And now it's just up to both of them to sit and hold. Try to find the dry peak from Saber. It's not rewarded with anything. Finds the shoulder, and that's a fast flick. Headshot, but Toast will trade. Still no advantage here. CT's now pushing up connector. This is such a huge information play. BGZ will find somebody any moment now. But that is nice presence of mind from those T players, cutting off the connector completely. They don't know that 2 players are in there, but they have a hint. There's at least 1.
They're going to be given A site mostly for free here. Although, as I say that, the smoke has cleared connector. The players have escaped, and they're going to be hot on the heels of these Ts. The duel long is won by the Opper. Moosin around the truck gets deleted by Birch. Just up to the op now. You have to hit that shot. The flashbang might be good. He swings wide, eliminates one of the threats, has a second. He doesn't have a kit, but doesn't even matter. I don't think Augie realized he was on the bomb, or he was just taking that chance. Either way, he survives with the op into the next round, but Caesars are back on the board.
Very nice for them to pick up a gun round, after they converted the pistol.
Ooh, we have inside information coming in from James, the spy in the parking lot. So that means Caesar's Cats confident that they were going to be able to win this game. And that's one step closer to them doing so. Oh my.
Nice triple there, triple boom from that shotgun. And it's going to work out. The CT is trading so many kills back and forth, but it's got to be Moosin coming out of the connector, picking up the triple kill.
I have no idea how those exchanges went in the way of Caesars. Or, sorry, in the way of Trogville. I mean, it looked like Caesars had the perfect timings to swing out and get kills. But Trogville too fast not to be caught off guard.
Geometry not working out for the counter-terrorist in this scenario. Saber caught off guard completely. Vargas knows exactly where he's at. Now, it's just one man left in the form of BGZ. One of the biggest aimers here at this LAN. You can see exactly why. Finds the headshot on just a FAMAS. Looking to find one more. There it is.
Where are the footsteps? Why was he looking the wrong direction? That wood is so noticeable. And Moosin now knows that nobody got on the bomb. He's going to be hearing all these footsteps coming out. It comes down to a corner swing. Who gets the best? And BGZ. Another round on the board somehow. A 2v3 coming out for the CTs. And actually that was a 1v3 clutch from just BGZ himself.
Yeah, beautiful play. Finding every single player and isolating every 1v1. That's exactly how you need to play these scenarios. He played it exactly perfectly. He's able to throw over an M4 to his team as well. This man is on fire.
Yeah, it's uncharacteristic so far in these matches for Toast to not get those kills. But one man alone cannot win the game. This is a team effort.
Big information now for the terrorist side. Or for the counter-terrorist side, rather. They know nobody is pushing up that lower A position. They are going to collapse into the B bomb site. They're positioning now all the way up at heaven, all the way through short, and that's an aggressive play. Toast is tagged low, doesn't lose his life though. Says a little prayer, trying to find something in Monster instead.
Well, I think he's perfectly content. Just wait this out, throwing that Molotov, clearing the close angle. If he can get a flash from his teammates to peek the farther angles of Pit, could absolutely catch Steph off guard. Low HP doesn't really bode well to charging around corners. Saber in connector, he's been doing very well there at disrupting this T side. He's only able to get one this time before he falls, leaving his team still at the disadvantage.
Steph now, silent shots. Now they call the rotation. BGC trying to move into position on this AWP. He's going to get Molotov'd off. Nice utility usage here from the T side. Bomb going down. Nobody on site to contest. Both players get off site here. It's going to be extremely difficult. Vargas instead chooses to take the aim duel, wrapping around the site box back and forth. Burt gets a nice headshot here on the FAMAS. It's time for him to push for more, push for all this information. Nice close range op kill and almost finds a second. Bungie there for the trade, however, and to pick up the big blue gun.
These rounds are insane. This is so back and forth, and I think we now see Caesars being forced onto a save here. They have very little utility, utility, I don't know what I'm saying. They have very little money left in the bank. Actually, Saber bought down low. A couple people forcing very low, very deep into this. This is an interesting choice. I wonder if they think they were going to be forced to double save.
Certainly they wouldn't have been. At least 3 of their players could have bought if they were just to do a full save, and those players still might choose to buy into the next round. Force their teammates onto SMGs. No harm done except to Saber. Headshot by Moosin. Beautiful in the bathrooms. Augie is so fast on this AWP. So fun to watch. Such a skilled player.
Ooh, Bungie almost biting off a little more than he could chew. And he'll take down the old FBI agent. And that's 11-13 now. And still, economic questions coming out for Caesars. They still don't have a lot of money. See some players spending some cash already into the round. But I'm not loving this weird double save that they were getting themselves into here. This is a lot of extra control you're kind of giving away to Trogville here. I think he could have held it to one more round.
Now at this point, it's going to be extremely difficult for Caesar's Cat to make their way back into this one. The momentum securely in the T's favor. Only 2 gun rounds going the way of Caesar's Cat on the second half this gorgeous overpass map. Cheeky positioning. Now for CT side, only on pistols, 5 players defined. This close position hasn't been played by anybody on the CT side as of yet. This could be extremely dangerous. They do check it though, but he finds the headshot first. Nice trade by Toast. No, he was low.
Oh,
it's already tagged down.
It's so striking to see a USP just delete an AK off the server like that. Well, it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. The 1 CT remaining, virtually 0 chance of getting anything done, other than maybe just some style points for the Juan Deegs, but even that, whoa, okay, well, getting a little bit of a show put on for us by BGZ, but only 1.
Said you wanted style points, and he gave you $300 worth of them. Now back onto the gun. Saber going to be low on utility, but that's okay. Have probably a smoke and an HE grenade to his name. Strange economic situation. They're buying extremely late. Saber actually forces to go with head armor instead of picking up the extra HE.
Everybody with head armor. This is kind of a weird... I don't know why they're doing that. It seems very strange to me. Especially with players that have this much experience. Like, what are you doing? Buy more nades. Save more money into next round, even. Because you might need it.
Wall bang almost coming through. There were players in that position. Now Saber forced to fall off the boost. It's one of my personal favorites. Boost spot to play. You can almost always catch at least 1 player off guard as they rotate into the bathroom position. Now close angle being played by Saber. Looks as though Bomb is moving toward his position. CT's waiting in the wings. Now the slow creep up here by Trogville.
It's going to be smokes over A. Old classic overpass execute coming in here. Advanced trades happening just outside of the bathrooms. So far favoring Trogville immensely now that Moose has picked up hacks. And the 2 rotators from Caesars are going to have to fight through quite a lot of utility. I think they just need to save. Yep, pack it up. Get out of here. Go for the next round.
There's nothing left here for you.
No. And indeed, this next round is going to be, you know, it's not going to get any better. It's only going to be more difficult. Especially now that Steph's been removed. Every gun, this is basically rifles that you can't get anymore. You're not going to be able to rebuy these, right? I mean,
they're trying to take away all of them. That way, they can secure map point a little bit earlier. Right now, they're looking good for it. Momentum is securely in their favor. They're running on the mouse wheel. Slowly grinding forward as the gears coming off of the track.
Yeah, I mean, this is another save situation for them. So interesting.
This is a good pause scenario for what I assume is going to be Caesars. They really need to figure out what they're going to do with their money, what they're going to do to keep these terrorists from finding map point. If they successfully defend against this eco buy from Caesars, they're only going to be 1 away from map point, which is such a dangerous position to be. Once you see that 14 score line, become demoralized when you're on this server. Of course, players of this caliber probably have a little bit better head on their shoulders than most. We've seen a huge comeback already from Caesars. We've seen a pretty big comeback today as well from the players on Trogville. Both of these teams inching forward toward that grand final prize. Almost, or perhaps even over, depending on how big this prize pool was. $100 per player for being here playing in this grand final. Not too bad for a nice Saturday playing CS.
I know. What do we get? Memories. Just moments in time. Something like that. Anyhow, I can't wait for this pause to be over. Whew. Man.
It's been a long day for us,
been-
guys. We've been here since about 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Those of you joining us here on the East Coast, it's a late one for you guys. 9:40 already over there. 7:30 for us. Been casting basically the whole time. We had a few technical difficulties earlier. If you're joining us now, so sorry for those. Hopefully you've joined us the rest of the day for some of these banging matches. Last one we had with Caesar's Cat, they mounted a huge comeback, 10-5 at the half at their disadvantage. They were able to bring it all the way back. 16 rounds, didn't even have to go into overtime. Now on the back foot again, let's see if they can dig deep and pull this one together. Actually, I assume that this is probably their map pick. They started on the T side.
Yeah.
So it actually is probably Caesar's map pick, if I had to guess. Because most of the time you have, you start on the T side, but you get to choose which map.
That's true. I always get that backwards. I'm so bad. My brain just is not working right now, basically. So I almost wonder if this is something technical, because this has been quite some time. I don't know
Yeah,
how
this
much
is over
strategy-
the regular pause time, but there we are.
You just have to complain about it.
Yeah, it's just like queues,
and then
right?
it'll be fixed, yeah.
Second that you complain about how long the queue is, it pops.
Man, this queue's been taking a long time. Boop. Oh.
Now, pistols coming out for Caesar's Cat. They are going to be buying the armor as well. Bert is on the M4. This is going to be an information play from him. He's sprinting up long, trying to find some kills. He's going to meet a terrorist on his way there.
Yeah, Musen is kind of all alone, so I mean, Bert's going to have a good chance at this. That AWP is still pretty far away. It's actually swinging into position just now to watch long. So these guys have to be careful. Oh no, the M4 dropped early in the round is going to be retrieved by Haxon. He does not have armor. And they can't know that the M4 was retrieved either, or that that was the M4. But Augie opening up the round, powerful way.
Just blind luck that he drops the gun.
There it is, though.
Now the gun drops him. Hacks. Nice headshot onto Augie. Bungie has found BGZ on the other side of the map, though, and this means that the B-bomb site is going to be basically completely open. AWP and an M4 for the CT side if they opt to pick it up. And at that point, I would just be saving for dear life, trying to hold on, because now the terrorists are 1 point away from map point. 14 rounds, looking extremely likely here.
Thought certainly when Caesars got their 13th that this game was wrapping up, moving towards its conclusion. The Trogville have had something to say about that. They're now on the hunt, trying to take away these remaining guns. That's a whiff from Hacks. That's not good. He's going to be closed in on by so many players at the same time. It's impossible. He can't possibly hit them all. No guns saved. Luckily, they have plenty of money. That AWP was not bought, but picked up into this round. So this is their last hurrah.
However, it's extremely painful, because if they win this round and they lose even 2 or 3 players, their money next round is going to suck. Not going to have much at all to say against this AK and AWP buy for the T side. Augie's now in position to make mincemeat of this counter-terrorist.
And what does Saber do with that situation? Plays aggressive, actually pushes up. I don't know if they know he's still passed out to Fountain. I think they think he dropped back. He might actually get this player coming out of Playground. He does. Saber with A control.
Now he has so much intel. A 5 versus 4 scenario, he can just back off. He's going to still be hanging out at party, trying to get people to come and have a drink with him. He's going to find one more. That's beautiful from him. Do they know? Through the smoke, Steph. My God. BGZ as well. And now Augie finds himself alone, just staring down the barrel of a loaded AWP.
I have no idea. This round, in such a contentious game, all of a sudden the CT's firing back. They're going to sweep. I mean, they're going to have basically everybody alive. They're even going to probably be able to save utility into the next round.
A complete turnaround from what we've seen the past 5 rounds.
And, I mean, they don't really even have to go for this. Taking away the op is nice, but they know how much money is on this T side. So but right now, Augie can't hit anything, so the CTs do make it a clean sweep. The 5-0, picking up AKs, picking up an AWP. This is just best case scenario for them to make it at 14-14 here.
They have to go through one more buy round of this terrorist economy. It'll actually be 2. They have to play every single round on guns in order to close this game out. What we assume is their map pick. Now 3 of them moving down toward the B site. Aggressive short control yet again. It's going to meet their makers though. Burt Macklin actually making easy work of them. Moosin has found a pick, but it's only on the B site. They don't know where he's been. They've heard this reload. What is this? They've shut off these players at short. That is such good presence of mind from these T players. Now they're looking to try to find something else. Through the smoke. Unbelievable. Only one player left alive now for the T side. Augie yet again, but he doesn't have his trusty op.
How have Caesars done this? They are now in the driver's seat. There's even people that won't be able to buy AKs on the other side. This is just absolutely fantastic.
Huge mistake there from Toast, I think, to not drop his teammate.
Bungie can get away with it with no head armor, but...
No, I mean, one of them's on a Deagle, though.
Yeah.
He has $2,400 in the last round of the game, or at least regulation.
Yeah, that's not good. You should have spared one of the nades and bought another rifle. And this time, I mean, the Deagle's found a kill, though. And Bungie, out fast, gets picked off by Steph. It's a wall of kills for the CTs. And map 1, surely it's over. Toast, the MVP of the first half, left in a 1v2.
He's going to have to make it a quad kill overall. Barkus, the man on the Deagle, was the only one to find anything. Now BGZ knows exactly where he's at. Only 21 HP remaining means he's at a huge advantage here. He has a smoke. He has an HE grenade. If he uses this at just the right time when he hears bomb go down, it could be just enough. But he second-guessed himself. He's moving all the way up the connector. He's now on the other side of the map effectively, and he has to rotate all the way back down. That's a nice smoke off by Toast, and he's going to rotate all the way up to heaven. I think he heard him, though. I think he heard him running. That's an interesting Molotov to try to Molotov out the graffiti position. Never mind. He's looking everywhere for him. He doesn't know exactly where he's playing from. This is an extremely difficult scenario. Nice Molotov, but it isn't the right position. Now he's looking exactly where he needs to. That's a nice shot, and it's going to be the game. Caesar's Cat closes out the first map in this best of 3.
16-14 comes down to a 1v1. BGZ. Big plays coming out from him. Toast. I said at the beginning of the half that if Toast dropped 15 that they were going to close it out. He dropped 16, and they lose. They fall 1 kill short there, and Toast could have done it.
Unbelievable. Crazy first map, so back and forth. I can't even believe it. We are going to be moving into the second map of this best of 3 extremely shortly. As soon as we get the map loaded on the server, we're going to take probably about a 2 or 3 minute break here, and we'll catch you back in the action.